From Fox 55 Sports, this is The Locker Room.
Welcome inside the locker room. He's Peter Hood. I'm Justin Prince. Pete, can't believe we're here, but we are at the final week of the regular season for boys hoops here in the Hoosier State.
I mean, this is like cliche to say, but it seems like just yesterday we were starting the high school football season. And now next week is the last week of the highlight-filled locker room for the 2019-20 high school sports school year. As far as, you know, after next week, we won't have basketball highlights on this show anymore. You know, baseball, they don't really play too many games on Friday. So really next week is kind of our last big show high school-wise of the year. And, you know, then we can get Tin Caps and Tin Chat and all that stuff. And then have to wait until the fall for more high school stuff.
Crazy.
It's sad. But, yeah, next week, win or go home. This week, though, we wrap up the regular season slate. And, Prince, can't think of a much better matchup to end the season with than the one we had on the southwest side tonight.
Yeah, it's 3A number 4, 20-1 Norwell visiting Homestead to close out the regular season. Early third quarter, Knights trailing by 5. Will Geiger, slick move to the cup. He had a game-high 20. Norwell down just 3 there, but Homestead, well, they put a little bit of distance between them. Grant Simmons, tough shot from 15 feet drops. He can make it an 8-point game there. Back on the other end, though, John Colbert rattles home the 3. That cuts it back to a 5-point deficit. But that would be as close as Norwell would get the rest of the game. Andrew Leeper, good-looking lefty stroke from distance. He had 9, and then you're going to see Simmons once again. One of his 2 triples on the night. He had 14. Homestead goes up 16 after 3 Sparty rolls to the 51-34 victory. They'll get Wayne to open sectionals next week.
We had out west on 30. Final game in Donald S. Weeks Gymnasium tonight. Columbia City hosting Concordia. Of course, they'll be playing in their new gym next year at their new high school. Third quarter, Eagles up and adding to it. That's Michael Sievers going to work down low. Eagles go up 6. Next trip down the floor. How about more from Sievers? He had 4. Eagles up 8 after 3. Cadets trying to hang around. Braden Pearson with 2 of his team-high 11 on the fast break. Cuts the lead to 6, but this one all C-City tonight. Mason Baker, my guy, if you missed his story last night, we'll have it for you later in the show. He had 9 off the bench. And then Greg Bolt, the quarterback on the football field, and got some moves on the basketball court. He had 14 on the evening. Eagles win this one with ease. You had to. Final game.
Exactly.
The old barn, right? 52-41 the final.
We head on over to Leo. A couple East Allen County schools collide as the Lions play host to Joe Reedy and the Woodland Warriors tonight. Lions built an 11-point lead in the first quarter. Reedy ready to lead a comeback. First, he steps into a triple. That trims the deficit down to 8.
You can bet Ben Reedy tweeted about that one.
I'm sure he did. Second quarter now. More from Mr. Reedy. Baseline drive. Can't get the first to go, but pay attention, kids. Sticks with it. Monster night from Reedy. He finishes with 20 points, 16 boards, but Daniel never able to dig themselves out of that hole. Blake Davison, a big reason why. Ties Reedy with a game-high 20 on the night, and then it's Zach Troyer going to work down low. Has it blocked initially, but eventually able to finish through traffic. He pitched in with 11. Leo rolls 69-49, your final.
Over at Carroll, couple solid squads going at it at Charger Fieldhouse. Warsaw comes in at 11-8 on the year. Chargers at 16-5. Carroll led by 5 at the break. But Brock Poe got hot in the third quarter. Catch and shoot 3. That's pure for Poe. Moments later, how about the three-point play the old-fashioned way? Nice cut, nice pass, nice finish. Poe with a game-high 15 points. Chargers lead down to 3, but fourth quarter was all Carroll. Cody Berkey, don't let the baby face fool you, Prince. He can ball. 3 of his team-high 12 right there. And then it's Ryan Preston, and this is how you know you're a shooter. Gets it right back after a miss and doesn't even hesitate. Preston finishes with 9 points. Chargers pull away. They win easily, 58-44.
We move on up to the South Bend area. Final home game ever for Elkhart Memorial. They're hosting East Noble tonight. Ian goes inside early. Chris Hood with the post-up. And layup's good. Memorial would take control from there, though. Braxton Miller, runner in the lane. Chargers take the lead, and, well, they wouldn't give it back. Memorial on the break. Nice bounce pass from D'Arjon Lewis to Skinny Rogers for the easy land. He looks skinny.
Skinny Rogers.
Chargers win this one 63-48, your final. East Noble gets DeKalb to open sectionals on Tuesday.
Big win for Skinny and the boys. All right, back here in the 260, and our play of the night takes us back to C-City. One last time at Old Weeks Gymnasium. They earn our play of the night. Greg Bolt, again, he can sling it on the football field. And you saw him with the spin move for the and one there. Columbia City, good win for them over the Cadets tonight.